Hello everyone, welcome to Conversation Series from IATA WCS in Dubai. I am Rajarshi Chatterjee from Stat Times, and right now with me I have Felix Toepsch, Executive Director of the Air Cargo Community, Frankfurt Airport.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining and thank you for giving your time. Uh, so Felix, what is the most exciting thing about Air Cargo?
The most exciting thing about Air Cargo, I think it's the WCS is a very good example. Going down in the exhibition hall, meeting so many people from all around the world. I participated at the IATA's face meeting on Monday, and the best thing about that meeting was that I went into the room and I knew nobody. And I think that's so nice to meet new people, to make connections, to learn more about the intercultural perspectives on our industry. And I think that is super interesting, and that helps that air cargo business never becomes boring.
Yeah, a lot of new people, a lot of new connections, connecting with old friends. And so, for the people who are not very familiar with Air Cargo Community System, so what is Air Cargo Community System?
Mm-hmm. So as Air Cargo Community Frankfurt, we are a industry association, a local with a very local focus on Frankfurt Airport, and we are representing more than 95 member companies. All of our members are from air cargo or logistics, and together we are collaborating. And what's important is that the community itself is a neutral platform for collaboration, and we're sharing data, best practices, in order to make Frankfurt Airport even better. We do that in 3 pillars, basically. So that is classic working groups on several topics. We do projects, especially with an infrastructural focus. And the last one is, and that's important for many of our members, is events and networking sessions.
And what is its impact, or how does it contribute to improve overall air cargo sector?
Well, I see. I think difference between the passenger side of aviation and cargo is that the cargo flow is way more complex and needs way more competencies than it might be on the passenger side. And I think the benefit of cargo communities in general, and same for Frankfurt, is that with every member we gain, new know-how, a new perspective on our industry comes to us, and we can combine that to make our location, like I said, even better, because we have that large freight forwarders globally active, everybody knows them, but we also have that hidden champions focusing on a very specific part of our industry and on the value chain. And I think that is what's the benefit, bringing those knowledge together, and everyone is contributing to an overall goal to strengthen Frankfurt Airport.
Right. And I believe it improves the overall air cargo operational efficiency.
Absolutely, yeah. For example, we have a working group that's called Hub Performance. Here we are focusing on, or we're digging very deep into our operational processes at the airport. I think the highest potential is in standardization of processes. And here for example, we are trying to find standards, whether this is on sustainability projects, on slot booking topics. And here, once again, combining competencies is important, because it's the freight forwarders and cargo handlers, but it's also on the IT side, coming from Elevate, who is the operator of our air cargo community system at Frankfurt Airport. Digitalization of those processes at the same time as improving them physically is key, and that's what we can do very good in Frankfurt. I think that's
right. Yeah. And how do you think it can contribute to enhance transparency and collaboration among stakeholders like airlines, handlers, forwarders, and authorities?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, Air Cargo Community Frankfurt is just turned 10 years. We had our anniversary last year. And I think transparency is based on trust. And our community is very close. We are well connected. And luckily, we trust each other. That helps to bring our member companies to data sharing, for example, information sharing, best practice sharing. But also, in what we did is with the community, it's its own organization. So each of our members is equally powerful. Every one of our members has one vote. So no matter how large or how small the company is, everyone is equal. And I think that helps and is crucial to gain this transparency and that willingness to share information.
And do you think airport cargo community has a direct impact on the aviation sustainability?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I just mentioned, we have a known and working group for that, competency and sustainability. Just to give you an example on what we are working there, to be honest, we are focusing on the landside processes, especially. Um, for example, we're aiming for a standardized recyclable or reusable foil. And that is something where we as a community look for the best products on the market that we can recommend to our members in order to convince them to use those foils and make air cargo even more sustainable.
I want to know about the data sharing part
Yeah.
with your partners. So the payload that the airline is carrying is properly balanced. The routes and also the timings are managed accordingly
Um,
in that way.
that's true. Even though, to be honest, we as a community, we have a very small influence on where the airlines are going. But what we try to do is to make Frankfurt Airport as efficient and easy to use for new partners, in order that everyone wants to come to Frankfurt. And I think we're on a good way with that, especially looking into the future with the Cargo Hub Master Plan. And reaching our mutual goal of 3 million tons in 2035. And I think that's, in that case, yes, we do have influence, but very small. Our members do have a way bigger influence on that.
Right. And as cargo volumes grow and industry needs evolve, what future innovations or collaborations can we expect from the air cargo community Frankfurt Airport?
I would say, in terms of things we work on, more standardization, more sustainability, easier processes in Frankfurt, close collaboration with our authorities when it comes to customs, when it comes to e-commerce, perishables, and whatever. Regarding the association itself, we are more than happy that we are increasing our members. Since 2 years, we doubled almost, and we will very soon reach 100 members. And that's great for us because that is the best feedback we can get on our work. That also gives feedback on the attractiveness of Frankfurt Airport. And so I would say, make Frankfurt even better, and keep Frankfurt the leading cargo hub in Europe.
Right, amazing. So air cargo is all about collaborations, working together,
Yeah.
and we definitely want to see Frankfurt air cargo community grow, which means more collaborations and better trade flows. So that's the future we are looking at. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Felix. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having me.